Friends, good afternoon to all of you. Welcome on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep, where recently we have decided to start a series for all the students who are preparing for CAT 2023 and other management entrance examinations which will be held near the CAT 2023 examination. So that means the students who are preparing for the upcoming session of all these management entrance examinations, this series is specially made and specially designed for all of them. Now, I have conducted one introductory lecture of this series in in the last week of February. I believe, if I'm not wrong, 28th of February, I have conducted a session in which I have given an introduction about the series of sessions for arithmetic. And I promised you that every Tuesday in the month of March, we'll be conducting one session on each of the topics of arithmetic. I missed the first Tuesday, but here I am as promised. So, upcoming Tuesdays, including today's day, we'll be conducting one session each, which will cover one complete topic of arithmetic. So today we'll be taking on percentages and its applications. So we'll be taking on some of the questions which are based on percentages and its applications in profit and loss and simple interest, compound interest. After that, there'll be a session on ratios, averages, mixtures, and allegations. And then after that, it will be time and work, and then time, speed, and distance. So good afternoon, everyone. So Ashmita, you are saying that you are currently preparing for CMAT 2023. So fine, even if like you are preparing for MHCT examination, which is yet to happen in this month or probably the next month, CMAT might happen in the next month. So if you are preparing for these examinations, then definitely this particular session will also be helpful for you, because in this session I'll be covering the questions of quantitative ability, and the agenda for today is arithmetic, the first chapter, the first topic of arithmetic, percentages and its applications. Okay, now the level of difficulty. Let's talk about the level of difficulty of these questions. So since these sessions are meant especially for the students who are preparing for CAT 2023, so you will find the level of difficulty slightly above the level of difficulty of CMAT or CET examination. But there will be some questions in which I can say that the level of difficulty will be comparable. At the end of the day, it is the concepts that matters. So if you will attend these sessions, if you'll solve all these questions, even if you are unable to get the final answer correct, but even if you try to solve these questions and then try to understand the explanation that I'll be giving you for every question, then definitely you will gain something, and it will help you in the preparation of any entrance examinations which has quantitative aptitude as one of the sections. All right. So friends, today, like I said, we'll be discussing percentages, profit and loss, and simple interest, compound interest. So the questions that I've picked, they are slightly so I have kept the level of difficulty of CAT in mind. So हम normally सोचते हैं कि CAT का level of difficulty बहुत ज़्यादा difficult है. No, it is not like that. Even if you'll see the last 3 or 4 year papers of CAT, then you will find very easy questions which can be compared to the level of difficulty of MHCT. Yes, MHCT का level of difficulty ऐसे CAT में भी questions आए हैं जो MHCT के level of difficulty को भी match कर सकते हैं. All right, so I have kept the level of difficulty on the similar lines. बहुत ज़्यादा difficult questions नहीं करेंगे because these are just the revision sessions, and I'm expecting all of you to understand, to know the basic concepts of percentages, profit and loss, and simple interest, compound interest. ओके, सो अगर बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स पता होंगे तभी ये वाले क्वेश्चंस समझ पाओगे, अदरवाइज थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा. ऑलराइट, so without wasting any time, let us quickly start with solving the questions. So the first question on your screen will be there on your screen in a few moments. Please be prepared with a pen and some 2 or 3 sheets of paper so that you'll be able to do the rough work in parallel to this session. All the best to all of you. The first question on your screen now. This is a question. This is a very simple question based on simple interest and compound interest. So you are given simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years as 500 and 562.5 respectively. You'll have to find out the principal. So very basic question that you will always see while solving the questions of simple and compound interest. Try to find out the answer for this one. Now, for every question, I'll give you somewhere around 1 minute so that you can understand the question, and if possible, you can find out the answer. After which, I'll start with the discussion. Okay, so for every question, you will have somewhere around 1 minute. अब ऐसा क्वेश्चन आपको आराम से like you can find this level of difficulty, this type of question in CET or CMAT examination. All right, Asmita, option A, nice. All right, any other student who would like to answer? Now, how do I solve this? So I'll make a small table: simple interest, compound interest, first year and second year. All right. Now, the concept of simple interest says that for every year we will get the same simple interest. So simple interest remains same for every year. So since we have got a total of 500 rupees in 2 years, so this 500 rupees will be equally divided. Fine. So simple interest for the first year will be 250 and simple interest for the second year will also be 250. Right? Now let's talk about the compound interest. Again, the logic says that simple interest for the first year and compound interest for the first year, they both are same because they are calculated on the same initial value. Right? So the compound interest for the first year will be equal to the simple interest of first year, and that is 250. Okay. Now to calculate compound interest for second year, what we do is we copy this value, that is 250, and then add our percentage of 250. So our percentage, let's say it is the rate of interest. So 250 plus our percentage of 250. Okay. Now this compound interest for second year should be the remaining compound interest. Okay. After the compound interest of first year is removed. Okay. So 562.5 was the total compound interest, जिसमें से 250 फर्स्ट ईयर में मिल चुका है. So for second year, the remaining I can write it as 250 plus 62.5. ये जो extra 62.5 है, what is this? This is our percentage of 250. Okay, so I can write our percentage of 250 is equal to 62.5. So I can see that 62.5 is 1/4 of 250. So our percentage will be equal to 25%. So the rate of interest that we are getting is 25%, right? So the question may also ask you to find out the rate of interest. Now the rate of interest I have calculated as 25%. Okay. Assuming P is the principal. So the simple interest for the first period, this 250 rupees, ये 250 rupees कहाँ पे कैसे मिला है? This 250 rupees is the interest calculated on the principal. At what rate? At 25% per annum. Okay. So if P is the principal, then I can say that 250, which is the interest of first year, is 25% of principal. From here, you can write the value of principal as 1000, right? 25% of principal, agar 250 hai, that means 1/4 of principal is 250. Then the principal will be 250 multiplied by 4, that is 1000 rupees. So the correct answer for this question will be 1000. All right. So option A is the correct answer. Now, friends, in these sessions, at some stages, I may give you the shortcuts, but the main agenda behind, like the main agenda for conducting these sessions is to get you familiar with the concepts, with the logics as well. All right. So you may find the solutions to be lengthy, slightly lengthy, but they will clear your concepts as well. All right. Now, the correct answer is option A, correctly given by Ashmita, Vaibhavi, Ajay, Ishan, and Rohit. All of you have given a correct answer. With this, let's move on to the second question. Now, second question is again, it must be a very familiar question to all of you, which is based on the applications of percentages. So, in an election between two candidates, 20% of the population in the town did not cast their votes. 25% of the polled votes were invalid. The winning candidate received 56% of the valid votes and won by 2,340 votes. You will have to find out the total population of the town. Again, just go step by step and you will definitely get the answer for this question. Any answer for this one? Take your time, you have entire 1 minute. And I believe 1 minute is more than enough to solve this type of question. You don't have to write each and everything the way I was doing. Okay, so आपको rough work करना है तो rough work में सारी चीजें लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. You just write the important things, you just write the numbers and try not to write each and everything the way I have done in the previous question. Okay, so let me start with the solution very slowly. So in an election between two candidates, 20% of the population, so population of the town. So let us start by assuming something, some variable for the total population. Generally what I do is I start by assuming it as 100x. So if the total population is 100x, 20% did not cast the vote. So that means 80% will cast the vote. So vote casted will be 80% of 100x, that is 80x, the first thing, right? Now, out of these casted votes, 25% were invalid. So 25% of 80x was invalid. So I can write invalid will be 25% of this number. That means 1/4 of this number. So 20x votes were invalid. So valid votes kitne honge? Valid votes will be 80x minus 20x, that is 60x. Okay, now this is important. So the number of valid votes is 60x. Now out of these valid votes, the winning candidate received 56%. So winner को 56% मिले हैं, तो I can say that loser will get 100 minus 56, that is 44% of the valid votes. So careful for this particular thing. For 56% and 44%, the base is the number of valid votes. It's not the total population. All right. So the winning candidate got 56% of the valid votes. The losing candidate must have got the remaining votes. That means 44% of the valid votes. What is the difference between them? The difference between them is 12% of valid votes. All right. Now, the difference between them is the winning margin of the winning candidate. All right. So I can now say that 12% of 60x will be equal to 2340. 2340. All right. From here you can get the value of x. Value of x calculate करने के बाद 25% were invalid. Ruko Shubhangi, I'll check. 25% of the votes polled were invalid. So, Shubhangi, 25% of the votes polled. How many votes are polled? 80x votes were polled, out of which 25% was invalid. So 25 percentage of 80x. 25 percentage of 80x will be 20x. So these many votes are invalid. So 20x votes are invalid. So valid votes will be 80 minus 20, that is 60x. Okay, for which 56% are received by winning and 44 percentage are received by the losing candidate. So winner has won by a margin. अब 56 और 44 में difference कितना है? The difference between these two is 12 percentage. So the winner must have win with a margin of 12 percentage of the valid votes, which is 12 percentage of 60x, right? अब 60x का 12 percentage कितना होगा? 7.2. So I could have written 7.2x as 2334, or you can directly write 2340 multiply 100 divided by 12 into 60. Now you can calculate the value of x and substitute the value of x to find out the total population of the town. All right, so let's calculate the value of x. So 0 and 0 will get cancelled. Then 6, पहले 12 cancel कर दें, नहीं 12 नहीं 6 cancel कर देते हैं. So it will be 3 and 9, 39. And if I'll cancel 4 from here, I'll get 3 and 25, and 3 भी cancel हो जाएगा. So 13 into 25. So the value of x will come out to be 325, right? So the value of x is 325. 23500. No, Ashmita, that is not the answer. It is 32500. So, you have typed wrong. So 325 is the value of x. So the total population is 100 into 325. That is 32500. 32,500, and which is option C. So the correct answer in this case is option C, which is given by Prathmesh, Ishan, and Ashmita as well. All right. I hope you would have understood whatever I've explained. So I've taken a step-by-step procedure to find the value. With due practice, you don't have to write so many things. Okay. Let's move ahead and look at the next question. Question number 3 on your screen. A class has 80 students, and each of them has majored either in economics or accountancy, but not both. So 3% of the students who have majored in economics is equal to 9% of the students who have majored in accountancy. Find the number of students who have majored in economics. Okay, so Music Core has given one answer. Now this one is easy, guys. This one is very, very easy. Cannot take so much time to do this question. Now total 80 students are there. Now each one has either majored in economics. So economics, let's say there are E number of students who have majored in economics, and accountancy, let's say the number of students is A. So total number of students is 80. या तो वो economics में major करेंगे या फिर accountancy में major करेंगे. Such that 3% of students who have majored in economics is equal to 9% of students who have majored in accountancy. So 3 percentage of E is equal to 9 percentage of A. So number of students of economics and accountancy, I can find out their ratio and it will come out to be 9 upon 3 or 3 upon 1, right? So 3 is to 1 is the ratio of economics and accountancy, right? Total number of students is 80. So economics के students कितने हो जाएंगे? 3 upon 4 multiply 80, that is equal to 60. Now what you have to do is you just have to divide 80 in the ratio 3 is to 1. Accountancy will be 1 upon 4 multiplied by 80, that is equal to 20. So economics is 60 and accountancy is 20. They want the number of students who have majored in economics and that is 60. So the correct answer should be option D, which is correctly given by almost all of you. All right, fine. Now, guys, there are more than 30 students who are sitting in the lecture, and I'm getting a response from only 7 students. So, friends, you are attending a live session. Please make some efforts to get the answer. Okay? So, don't just sit and watch the session. Try to solve the questions. तभी कुछ फायदा होगा, otherwise बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा नहीं होगा. ठीक है? So, answer is option D. Before we'll move on to the next question, can you please all quickly like the session, share and subscribe the channel. Subscription of the channel is obviously free, and once you are a subscriber, press the bell icon so that you will receive the notifications of all the upcoming sessions that we'll be conducting for all of you in the near future. Okay, so please do press the like button. Let's move on to question number 4. So question number 4 on your screen now. Parth spends 30% of his salary on his house rent. He spends 20% of the remaining salary on food, 20% of the remaining salary for commuting to office, and 25% of the remaining salary on entertainment. If finally he's left with 16,800 rupees, then find the house rent paid by Parth. Now be careful while you're marking the answer. Very good, music core. You are literally fast, lightning fast. Arti, all right. So I got answer from 2 students. All right. Now let's have a look at the best way of doing this question. Now, if I'll go back to question number 2. In question number 2, I started by assuming the total population as 100x. Okay. Right. Then there were some invalid votes. There were some people who have not casted the votes, and then winning candidate and the losing candidate. Now, I can do this question using the same method, but I'll show another method of doing this question. Okay. Now I'll assume that the initial salary is S. Okay, initial salary is S. Now at every stage, I'll be calculating the remaining salary. Okay, so at every step, I'll be calculating the remaining salary. So first step is 30% of the salary is spent on house rent. So if 30% is spent, then the remaining will be 70%. 70% in terms of fraction will be 7 by 10 of the original salary. All right. So 7 by 10 of the original salary is left after he has paid the rent. I'll write it again, 7 by 10 of the original salary. Okay. Now, this is the remaining salary, right? This is the remaining salary. Fine. Now, After this, he spends 20 percentage of his remaining salary on food. So remaining salary का 20% spend कर दिया, that means 1 by 5 अगर spend कर दिया, so I can say that remaining salary should be 4 by 5. Remaining salary after he has spent on food is 4 by 5 of the previous remaining salary. The next step is he further spent 20% of this remaining salary. Okay, 20% spent kiya. So once again, he'll be left with 4 by 5 of this salary. And finally, he has spent 25% on entertainment. So 25%, that means one fourth. One fourth is spent. So he'll be left with 3 by 4 of this remaining salary, right? So 3 by 4 of 4 by 5 of 4 by 5 of 7 by 10 of the salary. This is finally his remaining salary, and this is given as 16,800. Okay, this is finally given as 16,800. Now from here you can find out his total salary, right? So total salary find out कर सकते हैं. So total salary अगर find out किया, so there will be some things which will get cancelled out, and total salary will be equal to 16,800. I can write it quickly. Multiply by 5, multiply by 5, multiplied by 10. मैंने 4 cancel कर दिया एक. Divided by 3 into 4 into 7. So you can calculate the total salary. All right. So if I'll do that, 7 was 28, 56. So this is 28 into 3, 84. So this is 2. So 25 into 2, 50. So 50,000 will be equal to the total salary. Okay, so his initial salary, his initial total salary is 50,000. Now we have to find out how much he has paid as a house rent. So house rent was 30% of the salary. So house rent was 30%. So 30% of 50,000. 30 percentage of 50,000, and that should be equal to 15,000. All right, so 15,000 should be the final answer, and that is option D. Okay, now music core, yes, I agree that it should be a multiple of 3, no problem. But one thing is, I have given the entire method because in case there are 2 or 3 options which are multiples of 3, in that case, we might have to solve this. Okay, so my agenda, I have made it very clear. I'll be explaining the concept of each and every question. I'll be explaining the method of solving each and every question. Okay. इनोसेंट संकेत, यू आर आस्किंग सर सीमैट 2020 के लिए सारी क्लासेस अवेलेबल नहीं है क्या on YouTube? Innocent Sanket, we are conducting plenty of sessions for CMAT 2023. Yes, definitely. Almost every day there is a session. Okay. And with CMAT, you can attend the sessions that we are conducting for Maharashtra CET because the level of difficulty is almost same. All right. Okay, let's move on and look at question number 5. Now this one is easy. Let's see who will be the first person to give me a correct answer for this. The profit obtained by selling the watch at rupees 1125 is equal to loss incurred by selling the watch at rupees 675. So find the price at which the watch is sold to gain a profit of 10%. Nice, good. Music core, don't commit that kind of mistake. If you have marked the answer just by looking a multiple of 11, so I can say that it's not necessary that the cost price will come out to be an integer value. In this case, your answer might be correct, but if you are using this technique every time to mark your answers, then you need to be very careful. It is nowhere mentioned that the cost price will be an integer. Okay. All right. So shall we start this question? There's a small interruption in between. So we shall start. Now the profit obtained by selling the watch at 1125 is equal to the loss incurred by selling the watch at 675. Okay. Now the profit when I sold at 1125. So let's say the cost price is X. So profit when the watch was sold at 1125 will be selling price minus the cost price, and the loss when it is sold at 675 will be equal to the cost price minus the selling price. Okay, so profit is selling price minus cost price, and loss is cost price minus selling price, and they both are equal. So 1125 minus x is equal to x minus 675. Upon solving this, you will get the value of x as 900. So I can say that the cost price will come out to be 900. ठीक है, cost price का value 900 आ गया. Now cost price is 900. The profit is 10 percentage. Okay, so cost price 900 hai, so profit 10 percentage ka, that means profit is 10 percentage of 900, that is 90 rupees. Adding these two, you will get the selling price as 990. So the selling price of the watch will be 990 in order to get a profit of 10 percentage. So yes, correct answer is option C. Okay, all right, let's move on and look at question number 6. Pawan incurred an expense of 600 to make a gift article. He sells it to a wholesaler at a profit of 40%. The wholesaler modifies the article by spending additional 200 rupees and selling it to a retailer to make a profit of 20%. Now, if the retailer sells it at 25% profit to the customer, you'll have to find out the amount that the customer has paid. Simple question है, you just need to go step by step, calculate all the values and find the final answer. बहुत simple question है. So another 15 seconds I'll give you. I'm expecting an answer quickly from at least some of you. So Pawan incurred an expense of 600 rupees. So Pawan spent 600 rupees to make a gift article. Now he sells it to the wholesaler at a profit of 40%. So he sells it at a profit of 40%. That means he sells it at 600 plus 40% of 600. Now 40% of 600 is 240. So that means he sold it at 840 rupees. Done? Now what wholesaler does is, wholesaler modifies the article by spending an additional 200 rupees. So that means wholesaler spent another 200 rupees. So the cost for wholesaler will be 1040. Okay, 840 plus 200 rupees. 200 rupees is the extra expenses incurred by the wholesaler. So wholesaler, now cost for wholesaler is 840 plus 200, that is 1040. And wholesaler now sells it to the retailer making a profit of 20%. So 1040 का जो आर्टिकल था उस पे 20% का प्रॉफिट हो गया. Now 20% of 1040 is 208. So now this article is sold at 1248 rupees. Okay. Now, if the retailer sells at 25% profit to the customer, so now another 25% profit. So 1248 is the cost price for retailer. इसके अंदर 25% और add कर दो. 25% means 1/4 of this value. So 1/4 of 1248 will be equal to 312. So add 312 to this value and you will get 1560, 1560 as your final answer. Okay, so 1560, that is option A will be the correct answer. So at every step you are just calculating a very easy percentage and adding it to the previous value. Okay, so step by step, just read one line at a time, perform the calculation, then read the next line, perform the calculation, and this is how finally you can get the answer. So yes, the correct answer is option A, that is 1560. Okay, so Prathmesh, Ashmita, and Ajay, all three of you are correct. Shruti, you are also correct. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 7. Now looks slightly lengthy, but again a very easy question. Read step by step, read line by line, and find the final answer. In the year 2020, 40% of the students in a class chose innovation and entrepreneurship as an elective. The next year, the percentage of students choosing innovation and entrepreneurship as an elective increased by, this is important, 10 percentage points. It has not increased by 10 percentage, it has increased by 10 percentage points. Find the increase or decrease in the number of students choosing innovation and entrepreneurship as an elective. The number of students in the class increased by 20 percentage in the next year. Now, very simple question. You will have to take care of the base, right? The percentage by which the base is increasing, and also the percentage points increase in the fraction or in the percentage of students who have selected innovation and entrepreneurship as the elective. So step by step करना है question, बहुत easy है. So Vaibhavi has already given the answer. Good. So I have 2 years data, 2020 and 2021. There is total number of students which they are talking about, and also the number of students who have selected innovation and entrepreneurship as their elective. Fine. Now I'll start by assuming the total number of students in the first year as 100. You can take it as 100x as well. Fine. Now the last line, look at the last line first of all. The number of students in the class increased by 20% in the next year. So if the total number of students in 2020 is 100, then the total number of students in the next year will increase by 20% and it will become 120, right? Simple thing. Now in 2020, that means the first year, 40% of the students in the class selected innovation and entrepreneurship, and that number will be equal to 40. So 40% of 100 will be equal to 40. Now let's understand what is happening in the next year. The next year, this percentage increased by 10 percentage points. Now 10 percentage points का मतलब क्या है? Originally when it was 40 percentage, so 40% में direct 10 add हो जाएगा and it will become 50 percentage. Okay, so 40 percentage points was original value, उसमें 10 percentage points add हो जाएंगे, and the next year the percentage of students who have selected innovation and entrepreneurship will become 50 percentage of the total number of students. Now 50 percentage of total number of students, that means 50 percentage of 120 will be equal to 60. Okay, so this value will be equal to 60, right? So crazy Ajay, 10 percentage point on 40 percentage. So listen to this carefully. अगर यहाँ पे 10 percentage points की जगह 10 percentage लिखा होता, that means the next year the percentage of students choosing innovation and entrepreneurship as elective increased by 10%. So 40 को 10% से increase करते 44 percentage आ जाता. It would have been 44 percentage. All right, but they have said that it has increased by 10 percentage points. So 40 plus 10, directly 10 add हो जाएगा and it will be 50 percentage. All right, so this is the meaning of percentage points, right? ठीक है. So in the first year, the number was 40. In the second year, the number is 60. By what percentage it has increased? So as you can see, it has increased by 20 over the initial value of 40, which comes out to be 50 percentage. So 50 percentage, that is option D is the correct answer for this question. Okay. So there might be like some students who would have seen this percentage points thing for the first time in their life. Okay. So this is what we mean by percentage points. Direct addition to the initial percentage. Okay. Let's move ahead and look at question number 8. Question number 8 is a tricky question. Easy है, मैंने ये नहीं बोला difficult है, but it's a tricky question, slightly tricky. A sum becomes 32 times in 5 years in a compounded interest scheme. In how many years will it become 81 upon 16 times when compounding semi-annually at the same rate? When compounding semi-annually at the same rate. All right, Music Core has given an answer. Option C. It was very quick. Once again. All right, Pratmesh. Okay. So let's first of all look at the first part, this part. The sum becomes 32 times in 5 years. Now 32 times, if you can observe carefully, 32 can be written as 2 raised to the power 5. And it has happened in 5 years. So I can say that every year my money is getting doubled. That means if I've started with P, in first year, it became 2P. In the second year, again, it doubled, it became 4P. Then third year, it doubled, it became 8P. Again, it doubled, it became 16P. And finally, it doubled once again and became 32P. So first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. So in 5 years, every year my money is getting doubled. And at the end of 5 years, it is becoming 32 times of the original value. Okay, fine. So I can say that the rate of interest, since my money is getting doubled, the rate of interest is equal to 100 percentage. All right. Since my money is getting doubled every year, I am getting a rate of interest of 100 percentage compounding annually. Right? Clear. Now, the question is, in how many years will it become 81 upon 16 times compounding semi-annually? Now, if my money is compounded semi-annually, then the rate of interest will become 50 percentage for every 6 months, right? For half a year, semi-annually में क्या होता है? Every 6 months calculation होती है. So if rate of interest was 100 percentage per annum, rate of interest was 100 percentage per annum. So now if compounding is done semi-annually, then rate of interest will be treated as 50 percentage for 6 months, right? So now my money will increase by 50% every 6 months. Now my money will increase by my money will increase by 50 percentage in every 6 months. So if I start with P, then in the first 6 months period, my money will increase by 50%. A 50 percentage increase का मतलब क्या है? X plus X by 2, my money will become 3 by 2 of the original value every year. So in the first year, my money will become 3 by 2 times the original value P. Sorry, in the first year, in the first 6 months, my money will become 3 by 2 times the original value after it has increased by 50 percentage. Okay. Then in the next period of 6 months, it will again become 3 by 2 times of this value. That means it will become 9 by 4 times P. In another 6 months, it will again become 3 by 2 times of this value, that is 27 upon 8P. And finally, in another 6 months, it will become further 3 by 2 times of this value, so 81 upon 16P. So now in 4 periods of 6 months, my money will become 81 upon 16P. All right. So 6 months के 4 periods है. So the answer should be 2 years and not 4 years, which some of you have given. Okay. So answer 4 years नहीं होगा. Answer should be 2 years, as correctly given by Pratmesh. So, Music Core, Vaibhavi and Ashmita, have you understood how the answer is 2 years and not 4 years? I hope you would have understood. Okay, let's move and look at the next question, question number 9. Karan has a pile of shirts, each costing rupees 200. He sold all the shirts on an offer of buy 8, get 2 free. If you'll buy 8, you'll get 2 free. Find the total profit earned on selling 120 such shirts if the mark price is 50% more than the cost price. You'll have to find out the total profit. And the mark price is given as 50% more than the cost price. Cost price is also given in the question. So cost price is given as 200. Mark price is 50% more than the cost price. 50% of 200 is 100. So mark price is 100 more than 200. That is 300. Okay. So 300 का mark price पता लग गया है. Saurabh is the first one to give an answer. Saurabh says option C, that is 4800 is the correct answer. Okay, Saurabh, let's see. Now for every one such transaction, buy 8, get 2 free. So the customer will buy 8 shirts. That means the customer will buy these 8 at 8 multiplied by the mark price, which is 300. That is 2400. Right? So this will be the selling price of 8 shirts. Customer is buying 8, okay, but he's getting 2 free. So the selling price will be according to the number of shirts that is bought by the customer. So the customer is buying 8. I'll repeat this statement. The selling price will be according to the number of shirts which is bought by the customer. So customer has come to buy 8, right? So the selling price will be according to the 8 shirts. 8 multiplied by the value of every shirt, which is 300. So 2400 is the money that is paid by the customer. Cost price will be according to the number of shirts that the shopkeeper is actually giving the customer. Customer has asked for 8, but the shopkeeper is giving him 10 shirts. Okay. So the cost will be according to the 10 shirts. Cost price of one shirt is 200. So cost price of 10 shirts will be 2000. Right. So for every transaction of 10 shirts, for every transaction of 10 shirts, The shopkeeper is having a profit of 2400 minus 2000, that is 400 rupees. For every transaction of 10 shirts, the shopkeeper is having a profit of 400. Now the total number of shirts is 120, right? So 120 shirts. So 10 multiplied by 12 is 120. So the total profit will be 12 into 400, and that is 4800. Simple as that. So the correct answer should be option C, that is 4800. All right. Great. So some of you have given a correct answer, definitely. Saurav, Ashmita, Prathamesh, and Vaibhavi. All right. With this, let's move on to next question, question number 10. But wait. Before I'll move on to question number 10, before I'll show it to you again, I want all of you who are present here, if you are liking this session and if you want me to continue with this series of sessions, then please, you know what I want. Please do press the like button. Okay? All right. So please do press the like button, and we shall go ahead and look at the 10th question. Arjun distributes his assets worth rupees 38 lakhs to two daughters who are of the ages 8 years and 13 years, such that the final amount on simple interest at 10% and 14% respectively will be equal when they turn 20 years of age. Fine. So one daughter is of 8 years, another daughter is of 13 years at present, and he has invested the money on 10% and 14% rate of interest respectively, and the rate of interest is simple interest. Okay, so that the amount, the final amount that they will get will be equal when they will turn 20 years of age. Okay, so you will have to find out the money received by the younger daughter out of this 38 lakhs. Find the principal received by the younger daughter. So 38 lakhs, it is divided in two daughters. So 38 lakhs, फर्स्ट डॉटर के पास कितना गया था, सेकंड डॉटर के पास कितना गया था, और यंगर डॉटर के पास कितना गया था, एल्डर डॉटर के पास कितना गया था. Okay, so let us begin with this. Now there are two daughters, younger daughter of 8 years age and elder daughter 13 years of age. So let's say the 38 lakh rupees is divided in two parts. Younger daughter gets Y and elder daughter gets E out of this 38 lakhs. So Y is invested, Y amount of money is invested for younger daughter and E is invested for elder daughter, right? Now the younger daughter finally will get Y, which is the principal, plus the interest that she has earned. All of you listen carefully. Okay. Now, the younger daughter is currently 8 years age, and in 12 years, she will turn 20 years. Okay. After 12 years, she will turn 20 years. Now, in these 12 years, she will get every year 10 percentage simple interest rate. सो 10 परसेंटेज अगर 1 ईयर में मिलेगा तो 12 ईयर्स में कितना मिलेगा, 120 परसेंटेज. सो 120 परसेंटेज ऑफ द ओरिजिनल अमाउंट. So this will be the total amount that the younger daughter will get when she will turn 20 years of age. So original value y plus the interest. Okay, so that I can write it as 220 percentage of y. Okay, this is the money received by the younger daughter when she will turn 20 years of age. Now, in the same way, let's calculate the same thing for elder daughter. So initial money invested for elder daughter is E, and then she will get some interest. Right now she is 13 years of age. When she will turn 20, that means in 7 years, every year she is getting 14% interest. Okay, so 7 years she is getting every year 14 percentage interest. So the total percentage interest that she will get will be 7 multiplied by 14. Okay, now 7 multiplied by 14 is 98 percentage of the original value. So this is equal to 198 percentage of E. All right. Now this money is equal. So they both have got equal money. So I can equate it. 220 percentage of Y will be equal to 198 percentage of E. So the value of y upon e can be written as 198 divided by 220. 198 divided by 220 is the ratio in which the initial money 38 lakhs was divided. This ratio comes out to be 9 upon 10. Okay. So what you can do is you can divide 38 lakhs in the ratio 9 is to 10. Okay. Now the share of younger daughter from that will be equal to 9 upon 19 multiplied by 38 lakhs, and that will come out to be 18 lakhs, and the share of elder daughter will be the remaining value, that is 20 lakhs. Okay, so अब मुझे किसका निकालना है? मुझे younger daughter का share निकालना है. तो younger daughter का share कितना है? It is 18 lakhs. So the correct answer should be option B, not option A. Option A is the share of elder daughter. Option B is the share of younger daughter. All right. I hope all of you are clear with this. Okay. So this was the last question. Correct answer is option B. And that's it for today. So today we have discussed some of the questions which are based on percentages, profit and loss, and simple interest, compound interest. Now in my next session, we'll be taking on some of the questions of ratios, averages, mixtures, and allegations, right? So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. Now, some of you who are not a part of BYJU'S Exam Prep, so we have new batches available for the preparation of CAT 2023. This is the comprehensive program, and the inclusions are there on your screen. So these are all the things which will be included. There will be 300 plus engaging videos. There will be 135 plus live sessions comprising more than 200 hours of live sessions, 75 plus mock papers with video solutions and attempts, and all these things you'll be getting if you will join a comprehensive program. So in case you want to be a part of BYJU'S Exam Prep, then you can join by using the link that is given in the description. Now, if you are interested, then you can get up to 90% scholarship on all CAT preparation programs. 18th March is the date when we are conducting a scholarship test once again at 7 p.m. So please do register for this test and avail this scholarship. Also, a free session on how to prepare for VARC for CAT 2023 is conducted today. Aaj hoga at 7 p.m. will be taken by Vikrant sir. So you can also be a part of this session and understand the strategy how to prepare for verbal RC section. Students who are preparing for MHCT examination, 100 most expected MHCT questions, the series will continue. It started on 6th of March, and almost on daily basis, we are conducting 2 or 3 sessions for the aspirants for MHCT examination. So you can also like subscribe to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep and attend these free sessions. So that's all for from my side. Crazy Ajay, logical reasoning session nahi aaj nahi hai. Today it's an analytical reasoning session, and tomorrow at 3 p.m. tomorrow and day after tomorrow, that is 15th March and 16th March, at 3 p.m. You can see me with logical reasoning session on MHCT. All right. Now brush up your basics by attempting quizzes. Daily quiz, section-wise quiz. You can download it on from our app. So this is a quiz that we run on our application. So you can download the application from the Google Play Store and brush up your basics by attempting these quizzes. All right, so that's it from my side, my dear friends. Thank you for being a part of this session. We'll see you once again. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.